And a forecast out there for today, calling for a little bit of fog this morning, and then maybe a peek of sunshine later. We'll talk about that coming up.
Forecast starting off a little wet and then clearing up.
Yeah, getting better, but not clearing up entirely. We're not looking at pure sunshine today. However, you will see some peeking out a little bit later on. Right now, according to our weather watcher, just north of Bolingbrook and Downers Grove, Margaret Ertman coming in at 63 degrees. Let's take a peek at that radar picture and let you know what you can expect out there, because what you will find, excuse me, is a little bit of rain across the area. Generally Cook County stretching down through Will County. Other than that, the majority of the heavier rain is pushed eastward across parts of northern Indiana and Ohio. What we're looking at, though, is a flash flood warning for those of you down around Benton, Newton, and Jasper counties in Indiana. That flash flood warning is up through 6:30 this morning, and it's because they picked up 3 to 4 inches of rainfall down there, Derek.
4 inches.
Ever caught in a rip current, you swim parallel to shore to get out of that suction that's...
Yeah, you can actually feel yourself being released by the current. Yeah, because when you try to fight against it, you're just not going to win. You can't win against that, certainly. We have had an issue with rip currents off and on this week, especially when we've had those cooler days. Thankfully, it's been cool enough. I don't think a whole lot of people have been at the beach. Water temperature in Lake Michigan still in the 67-degree range or so. What we have out there today is some slightly milder weather. That warning, though, is up in about 15 minutes. Futurecast model is going to show you what we expect to see through the day, and that's everything getting better progressively as we see a little bit of sunshine slowly but surely starting to peek its little head out. But through the day, I think we're going to still, at least for the first half of the day, have quite a bit of cloud cover, and fog will be a factor for some of you too, especially right at Midway. Right now, visibility is reduced to about a mile. We're looking at temperatures which will top out in the 70s today, but starting off at just 61 degrees in Aurora. So Aurora starts off in the low 60s. Sunshine starts to peak out by about the noon hour. Temperatures get up into the mid 70s today, and that's a pretty general forecast for most of you.
Weather, and I'm still getting confused about how the heck I should dress every morning here, Megan.
So wear what you want, Vince. Make sure it matches, and we won't make fun of you, I promise.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, listen, I am in love with my weather watchers this morning, because look how many people are reporting into me this morning. Really getting tons of reports out there about the weather. Let's take a peek at just some of them. Here's one. 61 degrees, according to Brenda McGillen. Oh, well, it's coming in at 62, actually, now in Crown Point, Indiana. So thank you to Brenda. We're also looking here just north of Mokina in Tinley Park. Richard White coming in at 61 degrees as well. And let's just do one more. 62 degrees if we look just north of Bolingbrook. Margaret Ertman in Downers Grove. So we do have some temperatures which are still on the crisp side this morning.
We say good morning to you. I'm Vince Girasoli.
Good morning. I'm Erin Kennedy. Good morning to you, Megan and Derek.
Morning.
So street closures down for the Taste of Chicago. But tell us why Roosevelt is your favorite. 6:45 right now and closer to home. We are looking at some green on our radar.
Yeah, but it's not bad, Erin. I mean, if you look at this, there's just a couple little showers. We had the real heavy stuff. It was like Kankakee, Benton, Newton, Jasper counties in Indiana. And if you look here, you can see there's still flash flood warnings.
Sometimes we forget how long it can take to rebuild, how long that process goes on.
Well, yeah, because once the news story of it is over, you know, you kind of go about your business, but the people there, obviously it's their lives. And the strange thing about that was just that the town was so small in and of itself that it was essentially every single person in that town out in the middle of the country. You know, it was a very sad situation to see. But we take a look at a forecast today, at least, where no severe weather is in the forecast, and that's great news. We don't have any tomorrow either, so we're looking at a calm period here. Majority of the heavier rain, so good news in that regard. And you can see here again the red shaded area, Benton, Newton, and Jasper in Indiana, dealing with the potential for flooding, because you guys picked up 3 to 4 inches of rainfall through the overnight. That's very obviously where most of the rain fell. Across the rest of Chicagoland, it wasn't so bad. So we see all that rain heading on off to the east. 7 a.m. we're probably mostly dry, as we are right now, and we'll continue in that vein through lunchtime and beyond. I think by tonight we're going to have partly cloudy skies, and really may even see a little bit of sunshine before the sun sets tonight. Starting off on your Friday, that is my pick of the week. It's going to be beautiful tomorrow. This morning, though, we still start off on kind of a crisp note at 63 degrees at Midway, 58 degrees at O'Hare, and O'Hare has basically dry conditions through the day. You can see that, but not a lot of sunshine until probably after lunchtime. We'll start to see that sun.
Megan Glaros. Good morning, Megan.
Hey there, guys. We have to check in with a couple of weather watchers that our floor director Julie says she's not quite sure who they are. There's 59 degrees. Let's take a peek and see. Julie, this is Terry Coletta. Terry's in Genoa, coming in at 59 degrees and some cloudy skies. And then I think you wanted to take a peek up north as well. Denise Meyer, she's in McHenry. Old Pistachio Highlands, Illinois, and she's coming in at 57 degrees. Take a look at a radar picture, which does show a couple of scattered, very light showers, generally over Will County right now, but we should see that wrap up shortly this morning, leaving us with cloudy skies and a little bit of fog to burn off. Most of the heavier rain is pushed eastward across parts of Michigan and Ohio. Now we're looking still for just a small time longer. It's up through right about now. A flash flood warning for parts of Benton, Newton, and Jasper counties in Indiana, and that's because of heavy rain through the overnight. Nothing currently falling there right now. Derek.
So you want to marry tomorrow?
I'm in love so much with tomorrow. Okay. I'm gonna marry or just date it. I'm fine with that first.
Those lands
I'm gonna date it because you have to see what you're getting. Yeah. But I'm thinking it's gonna be good. 80 degrees, sunny skies, perfect tomorrow. Today it's a little dicey because we're gonna see some cloudy conditions.
Go home, Stevenson. Go home.
Hey, if you're looking for a place to go for a date, go to the pop-up restaurants at Taste of Chicago today. You know, they're just popping up a couple of them there. Which one? Luke's Lobster?
Ooh, lobster roll.
You really like that? Let's see. It looks like lobster looks like a big bug to me. I have trouble eating it.
Derek informed me earlier today he likes to eat food that he has to lick off his fingers. He doesn't like the dainty stuff.
Yeah,
so if you can dig into it, he's all about
Lobster
it.
ain't dainty.
KFC,
Nope.
baby.
Also, puffs of doom, right?
Yes.
They have all sorts of puffs.
Doom.
Sounds like something we should eat. So head on over to the Taste of Chicago, and as you're heading to work, tune to WBBM News Radio now on 105.9 FM.
You're not hired as their spokesperson. Have a great day, everybody.